enemy of great height, or what, is Josh. So like
Seems unnecessary. This seems wildly unnecessary, friends.
He'll find it. Or he won't. Who cares? It's a playmat.
Welcome to May the Zoo be with you, America's favorite Magic the Gathering playmat and sometimes golf podcast. I am, of course, joined by the best beard in TCG podcasting.
That's true.
You know him. You love him. Donald.
Best beard, best receding hairline.
Why wear a hat? Not all of us can have beautiful locks of hair like some people.
And not all of us can have a beard like that, man. I would take
hat-heavy podcast.
I would take.
I am, of course, also joined by the man who's single-handedly putting out you're putting the East Coast out of business. You're taking over. You're the Jeff Bezos of cardboard. Other businesses just cannot exist because you are around. Louis DeGeorge.
That was great. And I'm joined. I don't know how to get this out, Josh, but I love scruffy looking Josh way more than clean shaven Josh. This is my favorite. Donald, do you agree? This is my favorite version of Josh's.
This
yes.
Shorter like this?
You got the t-shirt on. You just look like you're completely content with the human that you are.
Dirty.
I just look dirty.
You like you dirty.
You're totally okay with that. And that's my favorite version of Josh.
Listen, I can't do an intro. I've had a rough day. I'm dirty. I get it. Start the podcast.
It's a rough intro in a lot of ways. I actually have a big announcement to make at the beginning of this podcast.
Oh, God.
I have a massive apology to make to my friend Donald, who could have, if I would have listened to him, if I would have just listened to Donald, I would have saved myself $3,000 by not building a new computer. I could have just changed the cable to my camera. That's all that was wrong. A $25 cable. So Donald, to you, buddy, I apologize.
I accept your apology, but my question is it going to change you actually listen to me in the future?
Is it going to change anything?
Okay, I didn't think so. Okay. I no longer accept your apology.
Why?
Come on.
I'm apologetic.
Are you though? Or is it
normally
just
an apology comes with a change in behavior, though?
Yeah.
As a parent, that's a core tenet of an apology.
I'm old, you know.
Oh, we know.
We're going to talk about lots of magic today. We got Avatar: The Last Airbender, Donald's favorite show. We've got we're going to talk about the new Final Fantasy products coming out in a month or so. We've got Riftbound collectability in TCGs. We've got Sorcery, big Sorcery news, big Sorcery announcement coming out during the Sorcery segment of this podcast. And then we are going to talk about the #1 collectible playmats in the TCG industry, the Lorcana playmats. Big news, everybody. Big news. Thank you for watching. Go subscribe to Hometown TCG, Josh's channel. Go subscribe to Donald's channel, Scruffy Looking Gaming. It'll be fun.
During that section, if you see me looking off screen longingly, I'm staring at my stack of collectible playmats.
And I have one.
What are your guys' thoughts about Avatar now that we are in release week post pre-release? Give me your overall thoughts on the set. What did we get wrong? What did we get right?
Oh,
just thoughts. Go. Somebody start talking.
Hooray! It's a normal Magic the Gathering set. Prices came down as we got to pre-release, and then maybe over time they'll go up. Nobody spent $1,000 on a booster box this release. They only spent half that, which is still too much. I guess this is as normal as we're getting for Universes Beyond in 2025. I don't know. Hot take. I don't like Avatar, so I don't have many emotional thoughts about this set. This is my struggle. This is why I understand it's fine, but I don't like it because I
think I kind of a little bit disagree with your take on it being a regular Magic set with the prices. Like prices of play boxes. prices of play boxes and collector boxes kind of not spiked, but they kind of rebounded off of some lows. Now I anticipate by the time this podcast comes out, it'll be Friday, and a lot of the stores who don't have pre-sale will be able to list things on TCG Player. But my experience has been that like most stores, I've had 3 stores reach out to me to see if I had any extra boxes, and I have reached out to a few stores to see if they have any play boxes. We sold out of all of our product on Friday and Saturday. And I think that the supply is the supply versus demand dynamics tend to favor a little bit less supply on this set than a average Magic set, in my opinion. Oh, you're screen sharing and I'm screen sharing. Who's going to be right? That's the question.
I don't see the rebound.
What was the
I
price
see
on that one?
it.
You're in 3 months. Take it back to 1 month.
I made a video about it just the other day, and it was in the 500s. We're down to 498.
But it's now at 498.
This is the lowest I've seen it.
I thought
all
it
of
dipped
the
below
videos I've
500 earlier. You're
I
right.
don't
I
think
was just
so.
looking at the play boxes. You're right. The collector boxes have
So it's a good point about the play boxes. The
Yeah.
play boxes are weirdly popular, which
I
is
sold my collector boxes at 445 or something like that. So I thought I thought I was close to the market. But
well.
I accept
had
a second apology of the video. I apologize. I was wrong again.
I had an advantage. I just made a video about this recently, so
Yeah.
the price was still fresh.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Seems
like.
like
I didn't think they'd rebounded. But
Seems like a good title. I was wrong again.
No, I don't know if I want to advertise it that much.
he's gonna put the title of the podcast. We were wrong again, and when he's right, it's
You're right.
was right again.
I was also right about the play boxes. So,
Haven't the play boxes been steady? Are they at one? I didn't look. Are they at 160?
actually, I mean, the play boxes were 160 and then they were 180 and now they're back to 160. So who knows who's right and wrong in this one?
I think it's just me.
My point is, I think that usually at the end of pre-release, I have more boxes left, and I have too many play boxes.
Sure. I will say I can't do an intro, but I can remember a price every once in a while.
Yeah. And we had like 4 play boosters left. That's it. And we need those for our league we're doing.
Right. And the weirdness with the secondary market, right, is because there's margins to be made on these products. I think there's a lot more experience going on, like what you're explaining, where good local game stores are selling to their customers at, I don't want. You say fair prices for this stuff, and everyone's like, "That's not a Magic box should cost $100." You're like, "Okay, well, there's no."
I would buy any Magic box I could right now for $100.
Yes, I agree with you.
Exist.
So as we discuss this and we say things like fair price, no, we're just talking about the world as it exists now. We're not saying that that's a good price. But good game stores are selling these things at a fair price, and the secondary market is still like having that realization because we're coming off the biggest pump of all time, maybe.
130 boxes sold a day in the last month is
so the play
good.
booster box is flying. And for everyone, I want to have the scalper question again. The play booster box doesn't seem super scalpable.
No.
I don't see a future where because all of the cool stuff, all of the really wild stuff's in the collector box. You can't get in the play box. You know what you get in the play box? Cool, fun cards in there, the scene treatment and fun playable avatar cards. So that's just genuine interest and demand. Like that's just people who like Magic and like Avatar, and that's good.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the play booster in this set particularly will do well just because the cards are things that people want from Magic. Like this is I agree with what you said at the beginning. Typical Magic the Gathering set. Like it feels like not the pricing, but it feels like it's just a Magic set.
Oh, okay. You got out there because I was like, Donald, do you remember when he said he didn't agree?
No, I didn't agree. I admit I was wrong about that too, but I'm saying I'm not changing what I thought there. It feels the gameplay feels like Magic, and that's what I heard absolutely unanimously from everybody at the event. Like what I do, I don't play in events anymore. I just walk around and I say, "Hey, what do you like about this set? What do you don't like about the set?" Everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, the bending, the earth and air bending, whatever. It's so much fun. The mechanics are a blast." It's just like everybody was just having a blast.
I want to see if I had a Magic card to do the bending, but I don't have anything.
I heard across the board that like all stores had tons of people playing. Like
Right.
I bet you in our area more people were playing Magic than anytime other than Final Fantasy in the last 2 years, probably. I would guess something like that.
Donald, does this feel to me it feels this way, but I'll ask you because you know, we're a competitive Magic player at some point, right? Does this feel more like I don't want to say the good old days, but closer to how we remember Magic, where a good set with playable cards just has more demand, is maybe a bit more expensive, isn't really on clearance, versus this speculation of a product or anything like that. It feels more like this is just being carried on the back of being a good set. Does that feel that way
Right.
to you?
Yeah, because back in those days there wasn't a collector box and like
Yeah, play. Let's stick
like
just play
it
booster.
was
Sorry, I should have specified.
but it was like sets were make it or break it on how playable they were. Like it or how how fun usually how good limited was. Like if limited sucked, then the set just wasn't that great because I think it's pretty unanimous Magic players across the board will say that limited is the best way to play Magic.
I
I I don't
yeah,
Especially right now.
I mean, I guess, you're non as enfranchised is a fancy word for old players would say commander is the best way to play Magic, but that's just because they don't know better. They've never had those limited experiences.
and listen, if you want like the purest Magic, you want a Magic the Gathering experience, and price doesn't matter, size of community doesn't matter. I would always argue that for the longest time it was standard because not only do you get to play with the newest things, but it was a slower format, so there's more interaction, there's more going on, and you're forced to interact in new ways. There's a new set that comes up, but now with sets, standard is so big and sets can get so old. Like I would say maybe the even if disclude price and community size, limited might be the most pure way to play Magic right now.
I think limit and not just Magic. I think any game like limited is just the best way to experience the game and not have you don't have to worry about someone showing up with $1,000 deck and you have a starter deck. You don't have to worry about like someone who knows their deck really well and you've never played
Well,
yours. Like a lot of I mean there is skill to limited. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of skill to especially when you get into draft. Like draft is a much higher skill level.
Yeah.
But limited just in general is such a good way to experience not only a set but just a game in general.
It's not gate kept by entry price,
it's
right?
not good, but I think limited is gate kept by TCG experience. Like
Sure.
It definitely comes into play, but like
it's
you
hard to build
can
a deck. If you are somebody who's not a Magic the Gathering player and you're like your first month or 2 months or even 3 months, and you're like, hey, I have to now build a deck and I have to open the packs and put it together. That's a that is a hard thing.
Yeah.
I mean, but like I like when I
Where
first
do we want
started
to sit?
playing limited, I had lots of people that had been playing Magic for years before me say, "Look, this is what you do." And you lay out your cards this way and you evaluate this way. And I have done that ever since. And anytime I play limited and someone else is new, I do the same thing. Look, this is what I do. This is how I would suggest,
Right.
looking at things. Like it's not, I don't think, I think
It's
like
not I'm not saying it's impossible.
No, no,
no,
no.
but it takes the only I always say the only way to get good at draft is to
To
draft.
draft, right.
There is no other way to get good at
Yeah.
draft. But like sealed is like which is what pre-release is just it
A little
can
more
be as
spiky.
easy as
Yeah.
I open 6 bombs
Yeah.
and you might have 20 years of experience on me, but like you
Right.
just can't overcome that.
Right. And
It
which is
just,
why pre-release
you
I
know,
think is a great beginner thing because everyone's also super low. Like it but if you and I are playing limited, you're gonna beat me most times because you're gonna open that deck and you're gonna be able to know how to you're just a better limited player. But I think pre-release is a kind of secondary thing where it's like everybody's there, I would say for the most part to have fun. Um
And I don't know if we want to include just in fairness, like if you don't know how to play Magic, I don't know if I worry about like to that person what the best way to play Magic is, because like
Right.
the best way to play Magic is probably get one of those Spider-Man starter decks or a jumpstart pack and
Right.
sit with a friend and like learn what lands are.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
I still think I will die on this hill. Commander is like the worst way
Yeah, it's
to learn
hard.
to play except for the fact that you feel comfortable because you're in a social setting.
Yeah.
But as far as learning to play the game, it's the worst way.
I
The
would say
nice thing
Pauper is like that's how I taught my wife how to play in the pandemic. I was like, "Hey, let's play." She played a green stompy Pauper deck. You can't do anything wrong. It's like all you do is attack and play instants and make your creatures bigger. It's
Yeah.
great.
the
I
nice thing
think
about a set, like learning to play in like a limited environment, your your deck is going to be pretty cohesive and focus around like that set's mechanics. Whereas even when they printed those starter commander decks
Yeah, it's
like
totally different
5 years
thing.
ago or whatever, they still had 25 different mechanics in each deck. Like it's not user friendly to have to learn what every single mechanic is. If you start with, here's 5 mechanics that are in this set, that's a lot more palatable than trying to learn 30 years worth of magic in one deck because I mean that's what's going to happen. And then just because your deck doesn't have those mechanics doesn't mean the other deck doesn't, and you have to learn. You might not be playing it, but you need to know what it does.
so.
So
That's a big thing is in the commander table is you there's so much more to keep track of. Where if Magic the Gathering core is not baked into you already, you're not gonna get a really big learning experience from this. You're gonna maybe learn how to play your hand. Playing your hand is not playing Magic. And I know that we don't like to give Wizards of the Coast credit because often they make so many mistakes. But something they've done well that passes us completely by because, oh, I don't know, we have a Magic the Gathering podcast. So we don't think about this. Their starter deck series or their intro play products, like the 2 deck packages, have actually been pretty good.
Yeah,
Like they had them in Lord of the Rings, they had them in Spider-Man, they've had them here and there. I've busted those out to play with friends just to see, hey, they like Lord of the Rings, we're gonna play this. Hey, you've never played Man. They're pretty good products. So
yeah,
to
I
their
agree.
credit, those products are very good. They just don't get any notoriety or talked about because if you're here watching a Magic the Gathering YouTube video, you don't care about starter deck product.
I
Yeah.
still think Jumpstart is a fantastic way to
So
learn
yeah,
because you don't have to worry about any deck building. Like you literally just
it's
take 2
cheap.
packs and any of them
Yeah,
work together.
10 bucks.
And it's
It doesn't matter.
reusable too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's the deck is built for you.
Yeah.
But one thing I know because I opened all the Spider-Man welcome decks, and there's a card in there that says, "Do not shuffle this." They've actually mana weaved it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the most powerful card is the last card like in every deck, and it's mana weave, so you don't have a terrible magic. The worst thing teaching someone to play Magic in their first time and they get mana screwed and they don't get to play.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to play again.
Right.
This is
So like the welcome decks the welcome decks are a product that is not being used for its intention. No one is opening a welcome deck and playing it like
Well,
no one at your
as a
store
learn
is,
to
but
play.
like someone somewhere probably is, maybe online or something.
I think it's hard because when people walk into like I'm if maybe this is me. I need to do more. We've never done a Magic learn to play. Like that's just not something that we do. Maybe we should. Maybe we've done it for Pokemon, we've done it for Sorcery, we've done it for Riftbound, we've done it for all the other card games. But my assumption is frankly, if you want to learn how to play Magic, that's because you know somebody who's trying to teach you how to play Magic already. And they don't need anything. They probably have 15 learn to play decks. They probably have, I mean, like every Magic player has like decks sitting around that are from the first years of playing.
Playing Magic, it just always has been. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like, hey, do you think about breathing? Like, no,
Yeah.
you're a nerd. You know how to play Magic. Like,
Um, trying to get back to a little bit towards
well, hold on. Before we go, I got to do my champion that we talk about every time we talk about Learn to Play. The old starter edition where the first 7 turns were planned out and you
yeah.
got to play by play. It's still the best
Yeah.
product of all time.
Oh, I have, you know what? Somebody traded in that DVD, that starter edition thing, and I kept it for you, but I don't know where I did. It was right when the store was moving. I just remembered it now.
Oh my gosh, tell
It's
me
like a
what
whole
yeah,
CD-ROM thing with
and
the whole.
it's in a box set. Is it still sealed? Because I
No,
wanna buy it from you
no,
now.
I think it was open.
Oh,
I set it
but
aside
still.
for you. It's probably in one of the boxes in my garage. I have, like my
You've
garage is
lost
just
some product this last week. That's the best learn to play. Donald, have you ever played that? Have you ever seen
Not
it?
the one with the CD. I've seen it, but I've seen the one that he saved for you.
yeah,
But
So the starter edition one literally had like a pamphlet. It's like do not shuffle, and it tells both players how to play their first like 7 turns, and then it goes, go play Magic.
right,
And
yeah,
it's like, oh, I kind of have an idea of how to do this now. Like
yeah.
it was the best product of all time.
Um, things I got wrong. Avatar, the commander bundles.
I got a minute then, so go ahead.
The commander bundles, dude. The commander bundles
I got that
flew.
wrong too.
Absolutely. I was like, if you remember on the podcast, I said, this is just a gift bundle with really, but I think it was what happened is that was, I said that before they spoiled
Oh,
the
you
card.
did. You like attacked me. I was like, I just don't understand. You're like, it's a gift bundle, you idiot. And then
Yeah.
you slapped me. It made me sad. It was crazy.
Yeah. Uh, those extra commander staples, I mean, the cards were really, really good. Um, and they really, I don't know, those things flew. Like we were sold out. Both, I think we were sold out. That was the only product we were sold out before. Maybe we had one or two left on the shelf on Friday, but it was like almost all of them were sold out uh, as
so what you're
pre-orders.
saying is you didn't need to add a wing onto the store to display all the products that.
That's not what he was talking
No,
about.
we did.
Oh,
It was still a lot of room. I didn't even put the beginner boxes out.
So you're telling me it wasn't that big of a deal? You just didn't put them out? You're okay?
We did saw install. Somebody did come in. We didn't have it out. We had to go back and find it. We
And
went
they
back
asked
and we
for it,
found
and
it.
then you
But
found it, and
you know,
everything was
they still,
or
they're still alive. They're still playing
world got
card
done
games.
spinning.
Yeah.
You were still able to get that product so
It's
that
a
nobody
lot of
else could.
products, man. It's still a lot of products. I'm still team one booster box. I want that to be very clear. In
I
fact,
think you're
I
you're
You know
about
what?
20
There's
years too
actually
late.
one Magic set a year. You know what?
I
Just
I think
reprinters a saga.
I think Sorcery's doing too much with the precons and the booster box. They need to tone it down a little bit.
Well, sometimes you don't get a set a year, so that's roll the dice.
I got that wrong, and then I don't know. I still am baffled with how many people like the Avatar. We had so many people who had never been in our shop this weekend. It was crazy. I mean, like,
That's that's
Yeah,
good. That's
I don't know how else to explain that one to you. Been telling you for weeks now that Avatar is very popular.
I had no
It's
clue.
because
favorite
you don't
show of
know
all
it.
time.
No, it's not my fault. Listen, like, shout out to Andrew and Adam. Our Donald and I play sorcery with him. Like, I've known those guys for at least 5 years. Like before I owned a store, I knew them. They have never once mentioned Avatar to me, and they're like, they played in pre-release for the first time. They bought collector packs. They bought the scene bundles so they could build a commander deck with it. They both got commander bundles. Like they were like, dude, Avatar's our favorite thing. I was like, why didn't anybody tell me, hey man, this
Okay.
thing's really good. You should watch it.
You know, so you said the same thing about me with Spider-Man. Do you think maybe that this says more about you as a person than it does
You
about
just don't ask people what their interests.
No, like,
You
no,
know that
I
or
never
you know
mentioned
that I
Spider-Man. Don't
used to
make
play
me up
basketball
the
at a very
back.
high level, and I like to play weekly. Like, do you know
I
that
know
about me?
that about you. We talk about basketball all the time. Donald's never mentioned
Okay,
that
that's just a
Avatar.
blatant lie.
We talk about basketball. You're always like, I'm going to the gym. I'm like, you should not go to the gym. We should go golfing instead. He's like, I'm
Yeah,
shooting
and I said,
basketball.
"Come out here and come golf in the frozen tundra with me." I'd
Also,
be
like,
down.
everybody your size plays basketball, Josh. It's not a
Actually, most
secret.
people my size play football, but I wasn't always my size. I
It's
was,
not a secret.
thin.
When you're 7 foot tall, basketball's pretty easy.
If I was 7 foot tall, my paycheck would look a lot nicer.
would it? You get paid by the height?
When you're 7 foot tall, you do, especially in my era where they were just taking, hey, 7 foot tall people, come foul Shaq. Like, yeah, I could have done that. I'd have broke my nose for millions. Let's do it.
The comment section also tells me I'm stupid about not knowing about Avatar too. I guess
Mine
it's
does.
only 3 seasons. Everyone's like,
Wait,
it's only 3 seasons, 30-minute episodes. You should go watch it. Yeah. It's
that's
not like
Bert's
One
strategy.
Piece that has more
Oh my
episodes than
god.
Pokemon.
Do not start One Piece. You'll never finish. Never.
Are we literally losing our minds over something that has 3 seasons?
That's what one guy in my comment section said. So let's roll with it. I don't know
If this thing really has 3 seasons, I'm gonna be upset that we're losing our minds
how
over it.
many seasons Avatar. Yeah, original show for 3 seasons, 2005 to 2008.
Avatar's trash, dude.
That's it.
Avatar's trash.
That's it. 3 seasons.
Avatar's trash. Breaking Bad wasn't even good until Better Call Saul. Okay, because now there's more seasons. 3-season shows, trash. This is insane. Wasn't even good
I
enough to
guess
stay around for more than 3 seasons.
spoiler alert, he defeated Fire Lord.
Oh, no, well, I really haven't seen it though. Like,
So this Reddit post says, why was Avatar only 3 seasons? The answer is the story of Ong
yeah.
was
Oh my god, don't do the fake pronunciation
was
thing.
always intended to be 3 seasons, only as each season was about him learning a new element to defeat the Fire Lord, which he did.
Which he did.
Which he did. Until the Fire Nation attacked.
That was the first season.
So anyway, it's only 3 seasons. Everybody says I
Alright.
should watch it. I'm not gonna watch it.
3 seasons feels more manageable. I thought this was a One Piece situation where they were gonna be like, watch it, watch it, watch it, and I had 21 seasons.
Nothing
I'm just
is
like,
a One
not
Piece
doing this.
situation. Nothing will ever compare.
I won't
It's
even
still
kick down
going.
the one I won't kick down the One Piece door because there's no possible end.
Nope.
I can't do it.
Anyway, this set did really well. Super popular. We're kind of back, I think. Like everybody made the comment to me. So this
We're
is a lot better than Spider-Man, huh? like
I don't
it's crazy.
think it's a we're back thing. I think it's like a set by set basis. If it's a good set, people will come out. If it's not, they won't. Like I don't think it's
Well, I don't buy that. I'm gonna say I'll make another stand in the ground. You guys can judge me next.
Make sure you tune in next week for Louis was wrong again.
I don't buy that. I think Spider-Man was bad. I think Spider-Man was. It
What did I
doesn't
just say?
That's what he just said.
No, but you're saying that I don't think this set. I think people are back, meaning that Avatar. That's not that there's something significant and good about Avatar. It's that it feels like magic, and so
that
people want to play it.
the cards were designed well and they were powerful, which makes it a good set.
Donald was saying that we're is back in the sense that like good magic sets are good and people will show out to them. Bad magic sets are bad, and no matter the IP you stamp on them, if it's a bad set, you're going to see downside. That's all he's saying. I think you guys are on the same
I
page.
agree with that, but I think there's more to it in the last 2 sets, and when you're looking at these last 2 sets, I don't think that Spider-Man was low attended because the set was bad. Like for the most part, people didn't know that the set was bad until they engaged with the set and it was bad. I think that's the average Magic person. But when people don't show up to something like a pre-release, I think it's because there was like no interest in doing that thing, which is playing Spider-Man Magic.
Well, I think we're leaving out an important aspect of that. I don't want to spend. I mean, I know we wanted to move on, but you're a Spider-Man fan. You know of Magic. Hey guys, I hear the Spider-Man thing, and all your friends that, like you said, how do you play Magic? Because you know a friend that plays
Right.
Magic. You know, and they're all like, "Yeah, Magic has a Spider-Man set. It's pretty bad."
How do
Like,
people know? People just know it's bad because of spoilers?
yeah,
Yeah.
people have been doing this since the beginning of time, looking at cards and discerning if a set is
Right.
good or bad, right? Like, and yeah, every once in a while something
I
goes
don't
unnoticed.
I
but
don't I just don't buy that, guys. I'm sorry. I don't buy that because we sat on this podcast and I said based on my opinion, which is not worth anything with Magic cards, I said this set seems bad. There's not enough cards in the set. It's going to be a bad limited experience. And what I heard from I thought what the consensus was like, no, this is not until afterwards. It wasn't that
No,
bad.
Donald said it was. He said that he liked Spider-Man, and it probably won't be that bad at limited. I agreed with you. It was an underpowered set. I didn't call it bad. I called it wildly underpowered.
Yeah.
But those things, when it comes to hype for a Magic the Gathering set, oh, I don't know, the most played trading card game in the entire universe, it all comes down to play, right? Are these cards gonna be fun to play? And powerful cards.
I guess that's one of the factors I would say is like when people saw Spider-Man, they didn't say that will be fun. I'm not talking about the single cards or the individual mechanics. I think their attitude was Spider-Man Magic doesn't sound fun for me to play. They don't want that thing. That's
I
why
think it does for the
Yeah.
majority of people. I don't think it matters what is printed art wise on the card. If the cards look fun to play and the mechanics
turn
are
out.
good, then they're gonna come play it.
And then
Like,
what's printed on the card, the art will bolster that, will generate more excitement. But at its core, on its foundation, if it's a bad set, and that's a healthy space to live in. Bad sets don't do well. Good sets do better. Now, bad sets with
Yeah.
great IP stapled on will do better than they would have
I
otherwise.
I agree with the intrinsic thing that you're saying. Bad sets do bad,
Yeah.
good sets do good.
Sure.
I agree with that. My point is that for Spider-Man, I really think it was more than a bad set did bad. I think it was a bad set did bad, and on top of that, there was a large number of people who didn't even try the set because they don't care about something that doesn't really feel like Magic.
I
Whereas
don't think that's
Avatar, when you look at it, it feels like Magic.
sure, but I don't think what you described is a Spider-Man specific problem. I think when a Magic set is bad, whether you staple Spider-Man on it or not, people are going to be like, I have no interest in that. Especially
look
because with the release cycle we're going, wait a month and a half. You got something else
Yeah.
coming, right? So,
look
and also
at
we learned that Wizards of the Coast can't pivot.
look at Midnight Hunt Crimson Vow. Innistrad, arguably one of the best planes of all time in Magic. Like, I would probably put it second behind Ravnica.
Oh.
But anyway, those sets were just not great sets. They
Bad
were
sets, bad
they,
cards.
yeah, I mean, yeah, like the cards weren't great. They were underpowered. And those are werewolves and vampires. And like if that doesn't get people out to play, then I don't know what does. But if the
Yeah,
cards
I
just
didn't play
weren't
any
good.
pre-releases back then, so I don't remember that one.
It was really sad. We have
I
shout
mean,
out. We got a big scene up here with Nerd Rage Gaming. The NRG series is a local store to me, so they're 10 minutes down the road. I was at their store for this release. I think there was 6 people. I was like, I've never seen this
crazy.
before. This place, it's a big building, and they have it packed
Right.
every pre-release. I mean, the whole place is filled. There were 6. I was like, whoa, what is going on? And it's like, it's just not exciting.
Yeah.
It's like, holy cow.
It's crazy when you look at Spider-Man and you see how collector boxes did initially too. Like,
Yeah.
like that's wild. It was just like the hype there was crazy.
Everyone
there's
who hates
still a lottery card in there. So
if everyone is on the internet, if you're on the internet in someone's comment section screaming about scalpers, you should also just celebrate the massive collapse that is Spider-Man. Like you should be throwing Magic the Gathering Spider-Man parties.
All right, let's move on to the winter release. There's a Chocobo bundle. Yeah,
That's how I know he's been doing it intentionally this whole time. He just
I've
slipped up
learned.
and did it on purpose. No, you didn't. Last time we did this, you still did Chocobo to try to be an engagement baiter. You dirty, dirty baiter.
I didn't do that.
You're a dirty, dirty
The
baiter.
big thing I want to talk about though is the Final Fantasy Game Edition Commander deck, which comes with a download code to Final Fantasy VII, which we have valued at $5. Is that what we came up with?
It's on sale right now. It's
sale.
$11.99. It's on sale for $4.99.
But
Shout out
also
Steam.
the big thing is a Cloud Midgar Mercenary promo card that, according to IGN, is also in this thing. That has the original Final Fantasy VII artwork for the Cloud Midgar Mercenary. This seems like a good product.
not if you've already bought it. Like if you already bought the original commander deck, because it's the exact same commander deck. Like nothing's different. So like whatever the markup on this is, you're getting a promo card and a digital download for a 30-year-old game.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it depends on what the markup is.
Amazon
If
price is $100. I don't remember what like distro price is.
that seems a
Wait.
lot. That seems like a
I think
lot.
MSRP is $100.
That seems
Ooh, MSRP
You
doesn't matter.
get a $60 game. I'm not gonna lie. When this first came
you'll
out,
get a
Did you say
$60 game.
6
You know-
or 60?
you want to know how old I am? When this
Oh,
first
God.
came out, my brain was, this is gonna have a physical disc in it for the game.
Like a CD.
Yes.
The last 3 computers I've built, no
Yeah,
drive
I don't
at
have a
all.
disk drive either.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. In my brain, I was like physical media. You know what I'm getting this week? I'm so excited.
Oh my
I've been
god.
waiting for this thing for like a year and a half. The
Now, hold on. Take whatever the segment is with a grain of salt. The Switch 2 that you championed for years on this podcast, it felt like that
I
I
don't know
had
that
to
I've
sit through.
championed it for years.
That's how long it felt like because I had to sit through it with you and George. You sent me a video of how that thing renders, and I no longer listen to any technology takes you out.
This
Yeah.
is the analog 3D, and it's uh, a physical hardware emulating. I don't really know how to explain it, but a Nintendo 64, and it upscales to 4K. It plays the original games, like the original cartridges. And
I don't want to upscale to 4K though. I want to downscale the image and mod my TV to get
so
the
no,
old.
if you'll let me finish, Boo Boo, they have custom filters that emulate the feel of the old TVs onto your 4K TV.
So that's
I'm
been the biggest challenge. I'm glad that exists.
I have been so excited about this thing that I bought. I didn't own a 4K TV because I was like, 4K TVs are a scam. I was like, what, the TV is massive. Like, come on, like you don't need 4K, right? Like it's ridiculous. But this requires 4K. Like I literally bought a TV just
Louis got an 80-inch 720p TV. You can see each
You
pixel.
can see each pixel because the first one he got had a pixel that was out, and he made me help him take it off the wall so that he could send it back.
I didn't tell you guys. We didn't talk about this, Josh. I
No, we
bought it.
did. You didn't
Yeah.
tell me that Donald had to do it too.
He only had one leg. This is
Yeah,
when he
I
was
was
only
hopping on my.
I know we talked about this. I didn't know Donald had to do it too.
Yeah, and this is when I found
Was
out
that
what
this
it's.
year?
No, it was last year, I
Yes.
think.
No, it was the beginning. It was in the cold months.
Yeah, this year
Oh.
sucked. This has been a rough year
Yeah,
for
it was
Louis.
like February. But this is when I found out what it's like when you hold the flashlight wrong for your dad and you get yelled at. That was the day that I found out what that's like because I wasn't
I'm
doing it right.
listen, I'm not touching
That's
that with a
not
10-foot
true.
pole.
That is
I'm not-
1000%
not
true.
true.
All right, this
Yep.
is while you guys figure out whatever weird daddy issues exist between the two of you. I'm
I had one leg.
I know.
Anyway,
I was there.
I think the promo card itself is going to be something people want. I'm gonna go out there and say that this is going to be short printed and people are going to want it.
short printing.
Like
You
they
heard it
they
here
should
first,
have
folks.
they should
That's
have at
financial
least
advice straight from Kitchen Table TCG.
they should have at least foiled the deck like they do the collector
The
ones.
fact that it's the same deck is wild.
Why
Yeah,
is
it's
that
just the
wild?
exact same deck
I don't know
because
why you guys
everybody
are
already
like
owns
that.
it.
Because
They all bought it.
wait, what do you
Everybody
mean?
already owns the game too. If you were going to play,
I
Final
guess. I mean,
Fantasies.
Yeah, who's getting that and is like, yes,
yeah, they're buying it
Save-
just for that.
spent $100, saved my $5 Steam dollars. Save.
All right, I take it back. This is a terrible product.
And even the Lord of the Rings holiday release was the same cards but different. At least they were different.
If this whole deck had the artwork from the game, that would be really cool.
Yeah, it literally is just like they probably had extra copies of the deck, and they're like, "How can we sell?"
I
these?"
think it's the most, if I remember correctly,
It
it's
is
the high
the
selling
it
deck.
is probably the best one I think of the decks, like just straight out of the box. This is the Voltron-ish one, right?
Yeah,
Thought it was Voltron. Yeah,
it is.
I've been really struggling recently to listen to some other Magic content creators. Like I try to always get a feel of the land.
I'm right here.
And this is going to be one of those times where I'm going to get annoyed by the videos I have to listen to, but I'm going to agree. It's going to be like, if you thought this product was exciting, guess what? It's the same product. Buy it now. Like I'm going to have to listen to that intro and be like, I'm annoyed by this, but it's not a bad take this time. Damn it.
I think people will be a little bit more excited about this if they haven't printed the Final Fantasy Commander decks to the absolute ground. Like I thought there was going to be a significant price difference on these. these are $50 the regular deck. The next one is 42, 37, 24. Like
So what you're saying is that game code and the promo is $50 of value.
the promo, like
It
listen, the promo.
is a $15 promo, I think, at
And
best.
like
That's probably fair.
the promo, the art is cool, but why is it not like full art or something?
You're right. This sucks. I agree. I'm
Uh,
done trying to play
yeah.
devil's advocate. This sucks. This is terrible. This is
Hey.
do not buy this crap. It's terrible.
I'm gonna
When
give
they're
you a
just scamming you, they're just trying to print another. They're just trying to get more of your money.
If
out.
it
Time out.
was like a $50 or $60 product, I'd be behind it. Like
For anyone
yeah,
who
but, like
follows the most profitable stock trading plan in the United States, the reverse Louis ETF or whatever, you need to buy this
buy all
product
of
right
these.
now.
Buy
You
every
need to
one of them.
buy every box you can get your hands on. That's going to be a $180 promo card.
These
Yeah.
have
It's going to be a $180 promo card. It's going to be nuts.
an
I didn't
average-
want one. I want them all now.
It currently has no listings on TCG
I'm
Player.
not gonna
So.
lie to you guys. I was actually excited about this product before we started this podcast, and 90% of that was I thought there was a DVD in it. I thought, how cool would that be? It's gonna be like a heavier commander deck.
It's going to be a
how?
CD.
Hold on. Can you think about how many of these codes are gonna get thrown into the trash?
Oh.
Oh yeah, because there's so much junk in those things. Like it's probably one of the like punch outs. You probably have to punch it out of like the same thing as all those little counters and stuff.
You know what else?
Okay.
Is this is this the first one that they've started? No, the collector booster sample pack is in there. Never mind. Because the next set, they aren't doing sample
The
packs
sample
of these
packs.
anymore. I thought maybe this is gonna not have a sample pack in it too. It just
The-
keeps getting worse.
The easiest devil's advocate for this is, hey, it's a step in the right direction, tying universes beyond sets to something in the
It is.
physical
You-
media IP.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's
you're
a
not
positive
wrong.
step. That's going to be exciting the further we get down that road. This is just a really super underwhelming way to do it.
Like I get
your
why they
$100
chose
commander deck with your $5 code is a little.
I get why
rough.
they chose 7. Like that first of all, the deck is Cloud. And 7 is arguably the most popular Final Fantasy game of all time. I get that.
But give them
But
the
like it's
remake.
right. It's exactly what I'm saying. Like it should have probably been the newest version of the game, not the
If Final
original.
Fantasy's
Like,
on Steam for $5, give them 1 through 7.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
get all of it.
there is a 1 through 6 collection. Like so like just throw that in there too.
Also, I think make all the artwork new. Take even if you just take screenshots from Final Fantasy VII.
That seems hard to do. Like
It's gonna
to
cost them $0.
yeah, but like
Source
somebody-
material commander deck. Source material commander deck.
Yeah, like I think that would be really cool, and certainly provide value to the people who really like Final Fantasy VII. The problem is though, again, I'll say it, every single person who's buying that deck because they like the art of Final Fantasy VII probably owns 5 copies of Final Fantasy VII.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
I just have
Are we
lots of bad
sure that
takes.
the art is the same? Are we sure that the art on the rest of the deck is the same?
It's the same initial card. The card on the packaging isn't even
Right.
the promo card that's in the box.
The no art difference is wild.
Yeah,
Like
just new packaging with another thing and a promo card. I bet you the deck, like the sealed deck, is exactly the same with the promo cards outside of it.
Yeah, it doesn't I mean it doesn't explicitly say that it's not the exact same deck, but it like it also doesn't say anything.
this would be the
that
worst aging
right.
podcast ever, where it's like it's like one of the collector commander decks from Warhammer. It's
But
like the most hot item ever, and we're just bashing it.
It just says
I'll
you
look
get the
great. I
deck
started off by saying it was awesome.
you get the deck mechanically identical to the June release is what it says.
Beep.
Okay.
Beep, beep. Louis, back it up over here.
All right, let's switch the
It's not the only product in the release. There's a Chocobo bundle.
Is that the wrong way to say it?
Yes.
The Chocobo bundle has all the bundles of this set also have new cards too. I forgot about that part. The scene boxes are all new cards.
Wait, functionally new?
Yes.
And they're not going to be standard legal then. They're straight to commander?
Correct.
Okay. Weird. Cool.
Didn't
It always the scene bundle, the Chocobo bundle, it always includes 1 out of 24 of the scene cards. So that's what the Chocobo bundle is, and that's I posted that thing. Like there is, like, I think that's correct. Choco Seeker of Paradise, is that a card other than this? Maybe they're not all new because Traveling Chocobo is not new. I remember there being mechanically unique cards and us talking about it at some point.
This is the first I think we've talked about, isn't it?
No,
News to
not.
me. Oops. My bad, guys.
Final Fantasy scene bundles.
My favorite is when we Google things on the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just remembering this.
Yeah, the Traveling Chocobo is not new. No, because there's Cloud, Midgar Mercenaries, a promo code, Gallery of Borderless Chocobo bundle cards, A Realm Reborn. I feel like these are that's the Hope, Yuma, VV Ornitors, an option. No, these are just new
They're
arts
just
of
art?
the same card. Yeah, there's a Snapcaster page. Yeah.
I
These
swear
are
there was something in this release that was unique cards. Maybe I'm just wrong though.
it doesn't look like it at first glance.
They also look really sweet. Not
They
gonna
do
lie.
look sweet. The art on these is cool.
The Snapcasters, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they banned Vivi right before this came
Yeah.
out.
Well, it just needed a ban.
Yeah, I know, I agree.
It's still played in Commander. Like it's not like it's
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
dead.
The biggest
but, like,
the biggest argument for standard doesn't matter is they banned it and its price didn't change at all.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. The art on these is cool. Gosh, these are going to be at random in that Chocobo pack, right? In the Chocobo bundle pack.
So
So
it says 8 of them are reprints from the main Final Fantasy set. 11 are reprints from Final Fantasy Commander cards, and Snapcaster is the lone exception for cards
yeah,
that wasn't included.
sure.
So
What product was I thinking of that's unique cards? There was something we talked about. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up.
And then Donald and I learned something very important about this bundle. It's Wizards of the Coast just throws the word Chocobo in between magic words to try to sell you stuff. Traditional foil Chocobo lands. Huh? You want a booster Chocobo pack? Huh? Can we interest you in a Magic Gathering Chocobo gift bundle?
adding the word Chocobo adds $10.
Yeah.
Donald, did they say is it all foils in the bundle? Or is that a way to get the non-foils of these cards?
It just says there are 20 borderless cards in total that are exclusive to the bundle. All of these have exclusive new art done by Japanese artists. They're all equal to be open, so rarity doesn't matter. It doesn't say if they're foil or not.
That's kind of a
Like,
I think some of those cards people would rather have non-foils in to like
right.
really be able to see the artwork. The artwork looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I would say they're all going to be in foil.
And don't
they
worry.
all have the Chocobo tracks on them, which is a like the Chocobo tracks is on the lands and everything like that. So it's actually called Chocobo track foil treatment. So I'm
It's
going to
going to be
assume that
Phyrexia,
all of
all will be one all over again, Louis. Be ready. You're just going to be annoyed by the symbols, the Chocobo footprints on these things. And don't worry, guys. According to this article, Chocobo bundles are currently listed for around $366 plus, while the MSRP of the product, don't worry, is only about $110. It's okay.
Yeah, so they're already three times the.
What happened to normal price bundles, guys?
It's
a bundle.
Those.
It doesn't cost Wizards anymore to make it.
It's a bundle.
The cards I was thinking of were the Secret Lair PlayStation edition. They were a bunch of mechanically unique ones. I don't know why I was in my brain.
So what you were thinking about
had nothing to do with this. Yeah, I don't know why I was really I really thought that was here though.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
There's so much stuff, man. It's exhausting.
How can I? What am I gonna do with my shelves? Imagine shelves right now.
Dude, it's
insane.
There's so much product and so much product that like
It's just definitely like, how can I possibly display it all? Like, I'd have to switch things around and work, and I'm just not interested.
yeah, you have a brown box there above your
Yeah.
151 display. Great choice with the
Um,
151 display, by the way.
I think this is Warhammer Collector decks. Don't quote me. I think that's Warhammer Collector decks.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Riftbound. Speaking of collector things, Riftbound, another. I think they had announced this previously, but it became quite the topic this week online. The overnumbered cards are not going to see any reprints in the art and border that they are currently printed in. They are what Josh and I would say art reserve list type thing.
Yeah, but isn't that true for like, I mean, when they print borderless special whatever cards in Magic Collector boosters, they don't reprint them
No,
like
but they
that
don't.
ever again, though.
They don't explicitly state they won't, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So they can, like this Snapcaster Mage, they put in this Chocobo bundle. If they do another Final Fantasy release, they can be like, remember that Snapcaster Mage? It's back. They can do that at any moment.
Yeah, they don't say it, but they don't. Like,
Also, I think it's more in tune. I think it'd be more in tune to like the Bloomborough gold foils.
It's closer, but again, they don't state that they
Right.
won't do that. Like Halo foil. Remember, March of the Machine was exciting for the Halo foiling. They
Right.
get Halo foil treatment everywhere.
Right.
yeah, but that's a foil treatment. That's not like an art and border.
No,
like a special art
The
special border.
Bloomborough ones are special art.
Right.
But and my point
And
is,
border for that matter.
I think if Magic came out and said, "Hey, we will never reprint the Bloomborough gold foils again in that artwork in that thing," those would I think that is a win. Now Magic doesn't need to do it, right? Like, but
Yeah,
for
I
these,
think it's just understood though.
well, but a lot of that intrinsic value comes from the statement. It comes
Yeah.
from the declaration, and we've seen this in other TCGs in indies where they've said, "Hey, this is our reprint policy," and then in 2 years break that policy, and in 2 more years break that policy.
change
And
it, yeah.
while at its core, Donald, you're right, it doesn't change anything. It still removes that layer of confidence, and collectors run, because as soon as you shake collector confidence, you have a problem.
Yeah, I just don't
Like-
think the like I just don't think they have to say that. Like it's just understood. Where are you
But,
going to reprint that at?
Much like how you come from when we talk Lorcana, you come from that gameplay side of the table, right? I'm just explaining to you this how it is on the other side of the table. That
Yeah.
is how it works, and that statement does a lot for people like me that are collecting these things.
I agree with you, Donald, that most people assume Bloomborough gold foils won't see a reprint. But I think what Josh is trying to say is if they came out and
If
said
they said that, I get
there
that.
would
I
be a
just
significant increase in people's belief in the collectability of that. And like Magic has done some pretty shitty things in the past. Like the what's the treatment? The what did they put in March of the Machine?
Halo.
It wasn't just Halo foil, but it was like the border of the Ragavan from the
right, the
Oh,
masterpiece.
the
It was
master
the
Yes.
masterpiece
border. Like they
When
put they've flirted
Right.
with a lot of the
Well, I
not
mean, they flirt with getting rid of the reserve list all the time, and that's something they said
Well,
we'll
no,
never reprint. So
they
like
don't
it,
flirt with it. The community flirts with
but
it. Magic the Gathering doesn't bring it up. They don't flirt with that.
I don't know. They printed
uh
30th edition.
so officially they have broken their statement many times because what they have said is they will never produce the card in a better version. Like they said it's not just they won't reprint a tropical island, it's they won't make a card that is more powerful than the card. And there's been a couple of like people have made some very very niche distinctions of like I don't remember what the card is. There's like some dragon that doesn't see
Yeah,
any
I know what
play,
you're talking
and
about.
they're like, well, this is a better version of that dragon. Like they
Well,
have
like better version, they don't explicitly state more playable. Better can be inferred as
Right.
the art and the treatment and the border is better. It's prettier. It's more, trophy case looking.
I don't remember the exact.
I think what they say is they won't print the functionally
Yeah,
like
I thought they
the
won't.
Functionally better, functionally,
the
but
functionally the same card in another name.
I'm not going to spend time looking up again.
We're
The
not
point
even
I
talking
want to
about
get to
Magic.
is
Yeah,
what
back
should
to Riftbound.
a game like Riftbound or Sorcery or whatever your new TCG is, what should they do to give confidence to the players to collect cards that have value? Is this enough, or should they do more? What do you guys think?
No, this is the sweet spot in my opinion. You make in today's day and age, if you release a TCG and you don't have wildly beautiful cards, you're not going to draw an audience.
Agreed.
Magic, Pokemon, heck, indies like Sorcery are making cards that are so beautiful that if you can't exist in that space, you're going to struggle from a collector. Lorcana too. The Enchanteds and the Iconics of Lorcana are gorgeous cards, right? You're going to struggle. And if
Sometimes.
you give people say, "Hey, when you make this commitment to our game with this absolutely gorgeous collectible, we are going to honor that commitment while not hurting the gameplay." That's the sweet spot. Now the rest of your game hinges on you as a game, you as an ability to have a sustainable product, you as an ability to cultivate a community. You've eliminated the we're going to alienate people by making the money that they spent feel valueless, right? I think that's a massive win.
Yeah, I think it's a win. I mean, I think it's good. I think this is good. I I think that I like it when games go maybe another step further and say it's hard because it's like so subjective, but the intention of the company to be like, we won't print a more collectible version of this card. Um,
Yes.
like
And I
when
don't see why that would be a problem. That's great. Yeah.
I think that's the way it should be. Like, in other words, so this relentless storm that we're looking at here, you guys can't see it, but it's the overnumbered.
Sure.
Like, I would like to see them come out and say, "Hey, look, this will be the rarest version
This is
of
the most
Relentless Storm."
beautiful this card is ever going to get.
Right. Well, see, like it's hard to do the beautiful thing, like because that's subjective,
I
right?
know.
Subjective.
And I'm just talking to you,
But
but
what
yeah.
really drives me nuts is I'm going to try to use an example that it's hard to not to say Flash of Blood. Um,
Isn't completely based in fact and a
when
something we're
companies
seeing happen right now
when
in front
companies
of our eyes.
make a thing and they say this is the biggest thing, and then they produce a more limited version of that card. It would be like like for Alpha Black Lotus, right?
Can we not do it? We don't have to dance around it. It would be like printing a cold foil tunic and
Yeah,
then printing a gold foil tunic
that
that
is
is
significantly more
extremely
rare.
more rare and limited and more coveted after promising that this would be the rare masterpiece to chase. And it would
And then
completely
4 years later having another super limited and selling the
yeah,
same card in more limited versions to
yes.
sell boxes that are harder to pull is frustrating for somebody who bought the card and was involved in the game the first year. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that they shouldn't reprint the card. They should reprint those cards
You need it to
to the
play it.
brim.
It's important.
But the honoring the rarity of the beginning of the game, I think is very, very significant to give the confidence of those who invested in your game early on when nobody else really cared.
Well,
Um,
and to take that a step further, and again, we don't talk about them, and that's fine. But we have
What
literally
was that?
seen. I smacked my mic because I'm so
Oh,
excited. We have literally seen what happens to your fan base of collectors when you dishonor that.
yeah.
When you change your policy to try to, in the moment, sell more boxes. We we watched it happen. We don't have to guess.
Yeah.
We know that this matters to collectors, and for them to take this stance early is great.
If they
Now,
hold true to it.
can they press forward without it's gotta be so easy to be like, "Hey, that Yasuo is now a $1,000 card and is the icon of the community. Our 4th set's looking a little rough, box
Yeah.
topper that could include a pretty Yasuo could like do like that
Right.
temptation is hard to fight against. You have to find new ways.
Well, and that's why I'm saying they haven't gone quite, in my opinion, far enough here. Like, uh, like they are leaving it open to reprint another overnumbered whatever Yasua it is. You know,
Yeah.
I almost want
I
them to be
mean,
like, this is the only time you're gonna get an overnumbered Yasua. The rest of the time, once it's been overnumbered, it'll only be numbered. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, but the problem is you're working with an existing IP that only has so many characters, right?
that's
Like you
fair.
can't I don't like to
Mhm.
do that. And I like the idea of like, hey, this is it's overnumbered. This is the only, this is the only time it's gonna be overnumbered in this art. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of okay. But
It,
man,
it's also interesting with Riftbound particularly because it's not a limited edition product. Like there is going to
print to demand.
be
Yeah.
it's print to demand. So they could be printing this for 3 years. You mean like that wouldn't be
No,
completely ludicrous.
right.
So be careful. I think definitely be careful buying these cards at today's prices because there's supposedly a rather large restock coming in December, according to them. Um, but
And that's I mean,
it'll,
gosh, it just harkens back to the value of like something serialized, right?
yeah,
It's hey, you don't care about the number on it. The number on it's dumb on the side. If you think that, that's fine. But again, it's all about these little steps in this collector confidence I keep talking about that's important. And we see what happens when you don't honor that.
yeah. It's hard. I mean, it's for these games. Like, I'm not a fan of first edition unlimited. Like, I think that's like what you want to see. Is like, as a collector, I want to see that. But the print runs are so impossible to get right for that kind of stuff this day and age. Like it's really, really, really difficult. If you had some form of thing that was only in first edition, and you had some foiling that would never be printed outside of that, that's ideal. But how do you do that in a way that doesn't completely make it difficult because of the supply and demand mechanics? Um,
I think games that and this is I guess this hits home a little harder than I want it to, but the games that go through Kickstarter and you have your like Kickstarter edition and then you have like the product that actually after it gets out of
right.
Kickstarter, like I think that's the only way you can do like a first edition, unlimited edition type product.
Well, I remember when sorcery I remember when Sorcery Alpha and Beta were coming out, and I was saying, could you imagine if Sorcery didn't print the artwork on the backside of the beta foils? If the alpha version was the only way to get the dual-sided cards. And like one of the pushbacks to my statement on that, and I think I was actually advocating for that to be honest, was like it's gatekeeping that cool mechanic from the people who then go and buy the things. And I think they made the right decision at the end of the day. Like there was a lot of demand for beta that maybe there wouldn't have been that demand for beta had they made it worse. You know what I mean? Like had they made I think I was actually interviewing Eric way back when he said that he's like, I don't want to ever make something feel worse for the people who are getting involved in the game.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
only difference should be that little mark or whatever, like it
yeah,
should still be the same cards and
yeah.
everything. It
It's
should
a
just be, hey, you got in early. Here's a special little stamp.
yeah.
But
Um,
It's it's hard, right? Because like I have a feeling towards Magic Alpha, right? And some of the card like I've talked about it before, like an Alpha Fireball will always feel cooler to me, no matter how many times that art has been used on a fireball. But like I think that's more of a product of 30 years
yeah,
and
100%.
childhood nostalgia than anything else. I think these games you can't bank on that
You can't
anymore.
emulate that. You
You're because
cannot.
you're not going to have 30 years of history
It's
when you print your game.
and that was in
it's
a
like
day and age where there were no card games. Like and
it,
that
it's
changes it.
it's like this weekend I'll get my analog 3D and I'll want it to feel the same that it felt when I was a kid. And it just won't. It will not feel the same as playing with my cousin Joey and getting yelled at by my grandma for not doing the weeds in the garden. Instead, I will play. It just won't
For a
feel the same.
week and then you'll never pick it up again. Yeah, we know.
I no, I'm gonna get my kids to play. I bought 4 controllers for my kids. We're gonna play
That's the
Mario
move.
Kart. Yeah, we're gonna
You
play
have
Mario.
4 kids?
Yeah, you didn't know I had 2 more kids?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. God, please no. Please no. That would be terrible.
February, and there'll be a second. There'll be a break from the podcast in February, boys.
I am done with diapers, hopefully forever.
Yeah, I hate you.
In the words of Screenwatcher 33, the next diapers will be my kids changing mine. He always says. All
How
right,
far?
so
How far
that's
is that for you? Year and a half? What? It's.
so,
Can I tell you? It is porch beer season, where you buy the case of beer and just put it out on your porch because it's cold out. And I love this season. I'm gonna tell you, just having a case of beer on my porch, wonderful, wonderful
You,
days.
you're not worried about the raccoons drinking it?
No, I live in society.
Oh,
I haven't had any beer for 45 days.
So I'm doing the super low carb diet, and I still have a Miller Lite
Yeah.
because I like it's a good beer.
We did the whole 30. It's good.
How are you feeling?
I
on that?
decided I'm not gonna go back to I don't miss drinking beer. It's empty calories. I miss candy bars a lot. I've done decent. There's been 3 days where I've had candy bar relapses since doing it. I don't miss the beer, man.
I like a good beer every once in a while. Good cold beer.
I don't like drinking calories. I only drink Diet Coke. I only drink like unsweetened tea. Like the calorie drink. I rather eat my calories.
Oh, me too. But like, it's 98 calories. That's it. It's
Yeah.
good. It's
That's
good
like
beer.
600 calories if you have 6 of them though.
Yeah, I don't think I'm sitting here on a Wednesday night talking TCGs with you idiots having 6 beers.
All right. You have definitely done that before, for the record.
I have never drank 6 beers on the podcast. I've never drank 6 beers on the podcast.
Okay.
On
That-
rough days, when I know you're in a mood, it's a 3 beer podcast. It's a 2 beer podcast today
There
because
was
I
times where
find
you would have 6 different beverages on the podcast.
yeah, oh, for sure.
Yeah,
But that was an energy drink because your takes are boring. It was water to keep myself hydrated, and then beers and
Okay.
a soda maybe.
All right. Let's move on to Sorcery. Big announcement to everybody.
you have a bundle for sale.
My Sorcery. Oh, well, we can do that too. You can go
Donald, you're the
I
best.
didn't even have that typed in. I'm gonna have to type
Donald,
that in to do that.
I don't know if you were accidentally the best or intentionally the best, but you're the best.
That was great, though.
You're
I'll
the
give you
best.
that. Yes, you can go buy boxes at kitchenttabletcg.com/sorcery. We have a 4-player playmat that's free if you order 3 boxes. Very excited for that. Those should be in this week, I think. Very excited about that. More importantly, next week you'll be able, I don't know exactly which day, but next week you'll be able to watch an interview I did last week with Eric, the creator of Sorcery. That's my my
Why is it so
spoiler.
delayed?
What do you mean? It's like
You did the interview last week, and
Yeah.
you can watch it next week. Why the gap? Put
I
that
don't
out,
know.
man.
I'm not in charge of it. They tell me when I can put it out. I don't even know the full day that it can
Give
go
the
out.
people what they
It'll
want. Go
be
rogue.
announced today on Friday at sorcerytcg.com/news. You can take a look at the whole what lies ahead. This week we had a cardboard guide. On Monday they had a spoiler. We're going to talk about the TCG player spoiler. They spoiled some artwork today. Team Covenant, it was yesterday, and Collector Art House on Friday. So go be a part of Sorcery spoiler season and go take a look at all the things Gothic. I love spoiler season. Spoiler season is my favorite.
Then I don't know why Magic's not your favorite because it's always
I
spoilers.
hate Magic spoiler season. There's
So,
too many. It's
Can I
impossible.
can I have a serious
is.
moment here?
It
Yeah.
is one season.
Yes. Yeah, it just never ends. Can I have a serious moment here?
Sure.
Agree or disagree, no matter what the topic's been, no matter what my take has been, Cardboard Guide, I think it's a YouTube channel, right? I've seen them in
Yeah.
the comment section below. Always been nothing but pleasant and amazing to deal with and interact with.
Yeah.
Like comment sections, leaving feedback, everything like that. I just want to shout that out.
They're
Like,
great.
never
They
interact with them. Is it them? A couple of them? More than one?
I believe they're a couple. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Never interact with them personally. Always been fantastic. I think that deserves a shout out on the internet when I sometimes give critical takes. That's always just been awesome.
super kind, super awesome. They also have, in my opinion, the best Sorcery Discord server, and this comes from somebody who has a Discord server that has a Sorcery section. But they do all like the tracking of all the different curios, and on release week, like they are the best source to like tracking all the new curios that get found. They're incredible.
I don't want, I don't want to blow up a channel too. I'm just saying, always been fantastic.
Yeah.
And worth mentioning.
They were the first spoiler too for Gothic, the first one on this.
Seems deservedly,
Yeah.
and I know very little about them, so if there's some scandal I don't know about, don't come at me.
I'm not even we're not gonna show their card. Go to their website or go to their YouTube channel and go and see it.
That's a move. I like that move.
We have I will take a word from TCG Player though, because I don't know. Aim up. Something like that.
Really, you normally punch down at me, and then I have to punch down at Don.
There's never anybody who's ever punched down at you, Josh. You were tall.
Is that a height joke? Really?
All right, we have we already knew the Necromancer, which is one of the avatars to tap player draw site, and then once on your turn you can pay 1 to summon a skeleton token, which is a whole new thing.
Skeletor.
But there is another new avatar from TCG Player, the Persecutor. Now this is I don't know if we talked about this. The artwork in the pre-constructed decks is all Dan Seagrave artwork that's unique for the avatars to the pre-constructed decks, but you can pull different artwork in the boxes for the avatars. I think that's pretty cool. Gives some like
Didn't they do that in the alpha ones too?
no the
Wasn't
alpha avatars were unique to the precons.
Oh, you couldn't get them in the set.
You
That's
could
what it was.
only get them in foil in the set.
Okay. I
Yes,
knew there was something like that.
That is accurate. Anyway, the Persecutor has 2 damage, which the logo is blocking it. But has 2 damage, which is I think the only avatar. Donald, can you think of any avatars that
Battle Mage has 3.
Oh, Battle Mage just have 3. But this is the only one that has 2, so I was correct about that. And then once per turn, it may step towards the closest evil. So it gets a free movement towards evil things. Or it can brand an enemy so your cards treat them as evil this turn. So it's going to have a ton of movement, which I think is really cool. I love when the game highlights like the grid section for it.
I hate the way that the card is worded. Like
you always feel this way about
as
Sorcery.
and that's like maybe my biggest complaint with Sorcery from a like judging and rules perspective. Like I just feel like it could have written that so much better.
How would you have written that?
I would like
I don't
it should
think it's fair to
say
on the spot here.
No, I want to know
It
on the
should-
spot. He's criticizing it on the spot. Give him
I'll tell you if you let me talk.
Josh interrupted you.
Once on your turn, Persecutor may step towards the closest evil.
Go ahead, Donald.
No, I'm done.
No, don't let
no.
George.
I'm
Don't
done.
let
I love
George
when
get to
Donald
you.
gets like,
No.
no, come on, man. We interrupt
Nope.
each other on the podcast.
Done.
That's what happens. How'd you word it?
I think they should treat brand as kind of like a keyword instead. So once per turn, you can do one of these 2 things. May step towards the closest evil or brand an enemy and then have a hyphen there that says what brand does instead of or brand an enemy so your cards treat them as evil this turn. Like that's just the sentence just is weird to me. It reads weird.
Now,
But
if you're going to be nitpicking,
you could say or brand an enemy and then
parentheses.
say after that, branded enemies are treated as though they are your cards treat them as evil. Like,
Can I tell
it's
you
just-
exactly what I think the response from Eric would be on this?
sure.
You interviewed him, so go for it.
I'm just assuming here.
No, you're speaking for
Yeah,
him. It's
no,
official.
no.
Go ahead.
But
Okay.
I think that they would say that doesn't look as good.
Maybe.
That's the
And
official Sorcery response, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
I think the reason they do it this way is because it like
I get that the cards have and the cards have that like style about them, like
Right.
because it says your avatar stops at nothing. Like all the cards, like a mortal enemy of great height or what is Josh. So like,
Seems unnecessary. This seems wildly unnecessary, friends.
That was my favorite part of the podcast.
like that stuff right there is like how they, it's just how they theme their cards. It's how they wear their cards, and I get that. But from a rules perspective, it makes it so difficult to like decipher what they want sometimes. It's just like
Yeah,
the you can be atop something, but what does
a
or
top.
what is it? Like what atop a spire, but like what constitutes a spire? Does it have to say spire
I think it says tower,
in
and
the
it's
card name or tower? Yeah, that's what
yeah.
it is. But it's like
Neither of you know what
no,
it's
it's
like.
just
Look like you
It,
know
if
what it's
you
like to be atop something.
if
A
you
bottom,
identify
probably. But, hmm.
if you identify as a tower, then hey, then
so
you're atop a tower.
it's interesting in the interview. I'll give you a little spoiler about it, but he talks about somebody who has never played sorcery, but the way that they interact with the product is that they read the cards like a book. I guess like he was talking to somebody at a con or something, and they open the pack, and when they're reading the cards, they're like looking at it like it's a book, and they read the booster pack like that's what's happening in a book. I just think like that's a really cool. I think like I really believe that their intention here is that they
They wanted
want,
to read like a tome, like an ancient
yeah,
text.
they just want it to be, and like I respect both sides of it. Don. Like I really I have been in gameplay situations with you where we have been like, well, this is a little bit
Ambiguous. Yeah.
ambiguous. And like
Your random knowledge gaps will never cease to
I
amaze.
I respect that. Like I understand that. But I think this is the case of a TCG that is prioritizing feel and casual play over top of highly competitive
Right.
rule
Like it
sharking that maybe you
it
are more
look
used
I
to.
look at it different. I look at games differently
Yeah.
just because
The
I look
subtle
at it from
shade
a
of just
judging.
calling him a rule shark there for wanting a clear TCG to play is
I
wild.
mean, I get it. Like I am a rule shark, but like
No, you said you'd let
I
that 8-year-old win at Lorcana.
that's a whole different thing
Also,
though.
I'm not
Like
sure he would have.
I would have.
Well, he plays against a mental 8-year-old every week, so
Um,
But and that's always been my biggest complaint with sorcery ever since day one is that like stuff is so convoluted and
yeah,
up to interpretation. Like, but the gameplay is a blast, but like it's
you
kind of my word against your word on how a card should work
you
sometimes.
also have the unfortunate reality of playing card games with me,
who
which
is
is
the ultimate
which
rule
is
shark?
no, which is the opposite. I'm the ultimate like
He makes up his own rules,
well, and
and
also
then
That's the
you
pinnacle of rule sharking.
you would be better off if there are some amazing sorcery content people and amazing sorcery players if they were at our store they would you would have way more fun playing because they
can
all
I
know the
tell
rules
you?
all this
Can
stuff.
I tell you what I learned from Kyle
Yeah,
at your
yeah, yeah.
Crossroads event? Uh, Remember when we first learned to play, and I was using Dapper Vampire to attack your
Yeah,
sites and
they
gain me
changed
life
that.
from it?
They
Yeah,
changed
they
this
changed it.
recently.
It
Yeah,
actually works like that
yeah,
now.
it's so good.
So we were ahead of the times.
Yeah,
Like
we were telling everybody else how to play.
we were playing like that before it was
That's
even a
so funny.
thing.
That's in our video too. And the comment section was like, "You guys are doing that wrong."
Yeah,
Take that comment section. We were
yeah.
doing it
Now
right.
who's wrong?
Yeah.
Now who's wrong?
I just want to point out I'd never, of all the giant sharks I've collected, I've never read the text on one.
Yeah.
I
Wa-
just read it for the first time.
Was it
Giant
good?
Shark is so good.
I've
It
just
is
never
so
read
good.
the text on that card before.
The card the card is
Nope.
crazy. Do you remember we were playing that 4-player game and Adam just destroyed us with Giant Shark? It just
Yes.
yeah.
Listen, Adam gets it.
It was good. So anyway, Gothic's launching. We're like what, 2 weeks away from it? It'll be awesome. Super excited. Go watch all the spoiler videos that people are doing. Watch the interview next week here.
When are you shipping me my Gothic case?
You know what's bad? They definitely told me what day the video had to go out. I just don't know it right now on the
That's a
podcast.
shock.
But they're gonna announce it at
But
sorcerytcg.com.
listen, if you're subscribed and the bell notification is on, you'll know at the same time he knows.
I want to say it's
Yeah.
Friday. I'm pretty confident it's Friday.
Wait, hold on.
I'm pretty
If
confident it's
Eric's
Friday.
trying to double us up,
I think
if
it's gonna be
Eric's
after
trying
the
to take some
podcast.
shine from the podcast,
I'm pretty
Eric,
sure it's
this
Friday.
is how
after
I
the
feed
podcast.
my family. Okay, you insensitive jerk. Don't you dare.
I'm like 95% sure. I'm looking it up right now.
Listen, I've always liked Eric and the team. until right now. Even when I disagree with their decisions, I don't like them anymore. You're taking food out of my kids' mouths. I hope you know that, Eric. We're literally
Friday, it's Friday, November
you're
28th.
taking theoretical food out of my metaphorical children's mouths.
The video is coming out Friday, November 28th. I don't know what
Black-
time. It'll be
Black
after
Friday.
It'll be after the podcast.
It'll
be let's call it. It'll be promoted as a premiere here. You can go hit the button to get notified.
It won't be. I don't. Sorcery's dead to me.
Maybe we'll watch it on the podcast. That's part of the podcast. You know what's hilarious?
It's better content than us Googling things.
George was mad at me for not doing the interview as part of the podcast.
How would he know? He's never on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm also sure. I'm also sure with the fact that to Sorcery's credit, we've been able to share our realistic thoughts and not be disciplined, banned, punished. But I get that they don't want to be on the podcast.
No, hold on. It wasn't their idea. It was my idea. I said it's standalone. I said standalone, not part of it. That was all me.
I didn't want to deal with you guys. It is to not be ostracized by them for sharing actual thoughts.
This has
been nice.
So go watch that. Super importantly, go watch the other content creators and go take a look at their stuff. This is the best part of any indie TCG community is the community making content and doing stuff with it. So go do that. And
Eric, until the end of this podcast, you're dead to me.
Pre-order at KitchenTableTCG.com/sorcery. I cannot wait to get the 4-player playmats. Donald and I will have another gameplay for you guys when we get the 4-player playmats. We'll make Donald play again.
Did you guys do a Sorcery gameplay video?
We've done 2 or 3 Sorcery gameplay videos. We did a 4-player.
No, but like recently.
Not recently. No.
Okay. Are you pumping a video that's like 2 years old right now?
Yeah. What's wrong with that? It's a great video. It's great. It was fun. It was a blast. It's good stuff. All right. Time to talk about the rarest playmat on Earth.
Are we still doing this? Is the podcast over yet?
The $15,000 Disney Lorcana playmat from the Gen Con first tournament winner. That's it. That's the Lorcana topic. It's in somebody's cart.
Okay.
Oh, it's because it's signed. That's why. I'm like, this playmat is.
Who's it signed by?
It's signed by Moana and Cruella de Vil and whoever that person next to Simba is.
Maleficent?
I know that one.
You don't know Maleficent? Oh, weird.
What's that from?
It's Disney villains, dude. We had a Disney villains themed birthday party. Evil Queen, Maleficent, Scar, Cruella de Vil. By the way, Yzma, underrepresented.
You were celebrating Scar. Scar is one of the worst villains in any movie ever.
My daughter's favorite stuffy is her Scar stuffy.
She's not good, buddy.
Well, no, it just means my life's going to be shorter than I want. If my life is shorter for her to be successful, then it is what it is. We've been over this a million times. She likes villains. Not everyone can raise Superman. Someone's got to raise Lex Luthor.
I'm okay with liking the villains, but Scar's like not a good villain. There's not a whole lot of redeeming qualities about Scar.
She says, "Daddy, that's Scar. He's not nice." You're right, Bubby. You got it.
We really should do a parenting podcast. That'll be the first topic.
Of how bad of a dad I am?
No.
It's like, is that what you're getting at here? I'll accept a lot of criticisms. That's not one of them.
I would never criticize your parenting.
Well, some of it's probably not great. I threw a snowball at her the other day when we went outside in the snow.
What'd you say, Donald?
I did find that exclusive Disney Parks playmat.
Oh, perfect. Did you post it? That's what this topic was supposed to be before we got into parenting.
Yeah.
Did you post it in the Discord?
I did. In the Lorcana chat.
Oh, you did. It's foiled?
Yeah, it's so it's the art of the first two iconics, the Mickey and Minnie, and it's foiled and it's exclusive only at Disney locations, which who knows what that means? That could be the parks there, but there are also like Disney stores. So
Not anymore. I was just gonna say, do you guys remember how cool Disney stores were?
They still exist. I mean, like in New York and stuff,
Do
they
they?
exist. But um, I think that playmat will. It depends on how many there are. I think that playmat will get pretty expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll print a ton of them.
So if anybody's going to Disney World and they
Don't
want to
buy
pick one of these up,
don't buy
Thank you.
expensive
Thank
playmats,
you.
people. We've been
Mhm.
through this in every
Mhm.
game ever. Don't buy expensive
Oh
playmats.
my god.
I don't think it'll be expensive to. I think it'll be like a $30 MSRP, whatever. Like pick up there. Like Disney isn't going to make it expensive.
Yeah.
It'll be
Also,
expensive on the secondary market.
when playmats come into your possession via winning events,
Yeah.
sponsorships, deals with these games, and you think that's a really valuable playmat, it'll be really cool to show off. It's not. Just sell it. It's worthless and useless. Just sell it.
Yeah, I agree.
Just sell it. Don't let them stack up almost a foot high in the corner of your office. Just sell them. Trust me. I won't tell you how to trust me, but trust me.
All right, everyone. Go subscribe to Hometown TCG.
So you
Subscribe.
can hear about my playmat woes.
You can find videos on my channel that say collecting playmats.
I should have ripped my playmats too, just because.
Go
I
subscribe.
don't think he ripped them. I think he cut them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Scruffy Looking Gaming. Thanks for watching the podcast. Hit like, hit subscribe. Remember to be kind to the people around you. May the zoo be with you.
And also with you, dude.
Always.
It was the same one. You said the same thing.